Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Whitney. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, thank you for tuning in. You are the best. um, so today I'm just gonna be talking about why I big chopped again. And normally, since I've been on YouTube, I've been bald. So it's like, when did you have hair? I don't remember you having hair. Well, I've been only bald, team bald girl for like 7, 8 months, about to be 8 months. So I've been bald since March, and I have been natural for a little bit over 4 years. So the first time I had big chopped was October 2013. That was my last perm, and I still don't have perm in my hair till this day. Um, and the time period. Well, let's start with why I big chopped even the first time. I had perms, and my hair was just shedding. Like, I was so confused. Like, literally, I don't even have to comb my hair. Put my fingers in, and there's hair coming out. And I thought, and it's not even like I thought, like, okay, it's just like, not seasonal shedding, but I forgot what they call it. But it wasn't that. It was literally like shed. I don't even know how I had hair on my head because it was ridiculous. And this was the time period. I graduated high school in 2013. So I'm like going through prom, I'm going through graduation. And it's funny because I wanted to be natural in the beginning of the year, but this is when I wasn't familiar with like, not even familiar with like weaves and stuff. I didn't think I looked good in weaves, so I didn't go through that route. But I didn't want to have braids or anything like that either. I wanted just straight hair, looking good, looking whatever. But no, that didn't work out at all. And I feel like because it was my senior year and I was doing so much with my hair and it was permed, I made it worse. So I feel like that was the reason why it was doing all that shedding and whatnot. But eventually I had taught myself when I started transitioning how to do protective styling on my own. Like, I know how to do faux locks, I know how to do box braids, Marley twist. I haven't done them in years, but when I, like, my first year transitioning, the first time I big chopped, that's what I was doing. And it definitely helped with the speeding up the process of having hair, because my goal was, long hair to my butt, I would be the prettiest. And I had that mindset throughout majority of my natural hair journey, was just to have long hair. That was it. And not knowing that mindset is so detrimental. So detrimental. Like, yeah, you want to have long hair. And it's not like my hair can grow. My hair was growing when I had perms. But my ends split so much, so I'd always have to like chop it. So when I seen like my hair, my natural hair growing out longer and longer, I was like, okay, we're getting somewhere. My curls started to drop. I was living it up. Let's fast forward to 2015 when I was about to be 2 years natural. And this is when I transferred to a university. And I don't know what was going on, but I was neglecting my hair. The first year I was buying so much hair products, curling products. I was taking so much care for my hair. I got to university. I guess it was the stress that was getting to me because I barely was taking care of my hair. Like, I was not moisturizing every day. I was not oiling my scalp all the time. Like, it was just to the point where I deserved what I got. Like, and it wasn't even like my hair was damaged. It's just like it was not reacting the way I wanted to do. I would do it twist out and it would just come out so wrong, and I was just upset. But anywho, whilst I was in university, I noticed that, and I didn't notice this until like maybe a year later, almost 2 years later, that my confidence was deteriorating. I came into university with confidence. I wasn't a fully blown, like, I love myself type of chick, but I was like, I'm pretty, yeah. But no, like, I was just, it just went downhill. I would look in the mirror and not be happy with anything. My hair, my face, nothing. And that's where my confidence went down the drain. Um, and that played a big factor to why I big chopped the second time. So let's fast forward to that point. I basically was very obsessive with the fact of having long hair. Like I said before, it's very detrimental to have that mindset that, long hair is what makes a person beautiful. Like, oh, why'd you cut your hair? You look like a boy, da di da di da. Like, it's so bad. Like, it got to the point where I had to chop it all off because it was literally, I can't even explain the feeling of just self-hate. It was to the point, and it wasn't even like I wouldn't say I was going through anything when I big chopped the second time. It was just like I was tired. I was tired of feeling that way, feeling depressed about how I look, comparing myself to other women because I felt like they were prettier than me. Whatever the case was, I just felt disgusting with myself. And it's funny because originally I wasn't even going to chop my hair off. I was just going to dread it. But I lived at school and my aunt lived 3 hours away, and I had other obligations to deal with within those 2 weeks that I wanted to go and see her. And I just lost patience. I said, you know what? I'm just going to chop it all off. We're going to start from the beginning and we're going to see how that goes. So I literally had woken up, put my hair in fours, and took scissors and chopped them off. And then I went to a salon and had her even it out. And then when I came home for a break, I went to a barbershop and had them lower it all off and try again. With that, I felt like I didn't like it at first because I felt like it was way too low. The cut was too low. That was not what I asked for. But anywho, so I dyed it blonde, and I was like, okay, so something different. I think I can do it. I think I can go with it. So I did, and ever since then I've just dyed my hair blonde again like 3 weeks ago. But I've been switching throughout colors within the past few months, and that's one thing I love about short hair. I can literally do so much with it. So much with it. I'm gonna probably dye it a little more because it's like a yellowish and my roots are growing back in. But anyway. But yeah, it was just like to the point where uh, having hair was just too much for me. It was too much. And I couldn't wear weaves because my scalp gets so irritated with weaves. And I'm tender-headed. So it was just like, Whitney, do better. Because no. I would literally, like, I remember I had a weave in for like, oh, not even 2 weeks because my scalp was so itchy. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't understand. Like, now that I do lace fronts and stuff, wigs, bro. Wigs are life-changing because no, I can't do weaves anymore. Like, I'm growing out my hair again. So I know that when it's fully grown out, I'm not doing weaves. I will gladly pay for someone to put a wig on my head because no, it's just a no for me. Sorry, I can't do it. But back to depression. Honestly, I've had on and off depression for years now. And my hair kind of just was like the breaking point of it. I just needed to do something that will allow me to love myself completely. And being bald has definitely allowed me to see myself differently, to grow confidence, more confidence, and stay confident. I don't have to compare myself to other people. I don't have to worry about other women and what they're doing, how they dress, how they look. I feel comfortable with myself. And being bald has definitely taught me that. Like, it's such a liberating experience, for sure. Like, I'm not as insecure as I used to be. I'm very into myself now. Especially as, like, me as a single woman, too. I'm more concerned with myself. I'm working on myself, and I felt like, and it's weird to say, like, yeah, being bald has taught me to be with myself, like, be into solitude, but it did play a part in that, and I greatly appreciated myself for doing that. That's like one of the best things I've done in 2017, to be honest, was to allow myself to figure out why, like, where is this self-hate coming from, and why do I keep dwelling on that certain thing that's making me hate myself. So I definitely appreciate me for doing that, because I don't know where I would be today right now if I still was feeling this like crappiness. Like it, I wouldn't put that on my worst enemy. Like it's just, it's not a great feeling to have at all. It's like I find it crazy that chopping my hair off for the second time, I have a completely different mindset from where it was the first time I had chopped it off. You know, first time my big chop was to, you know, have long, thick, curly hair, whatever. And this time is just like, okay, you need to stop hating yourself. You need to love yourself and continue to have more self-care, to treat myself how I need to be treated, basically, for myself. And I made that choice to cut all my hair off and try this again to ensure that I know that this does not, my hair does not define me. Nothing defines me but me. Whatever I do in life is on me. It's not my physical features. It's all me. If that makes any sense. I feel like I'm rambling and I apologize. If I make sense, God bless, because I can ramble. Like I can literally get off topic. But yeah, I definitely recommend any woman who wants to like go shorter, go shorter. Like who cares? I feel like long hair is so overrated. Like just because I feel like it causes so much stress to have long hair, what is the point? You know, a lot of women look good with short hair. Like who cares about having long hair? Literally, if you want to cut it all off, cut it all off. Like don't listen to anyone that's like, but you look better with, stop them, because I had that so much. No one needs to have long hair. If you want to have long hair, if that's your preference, go right ahead, as long as it does not cause you stress and anxiety. By all means, do what you gotta do. But if you want to have short hair, do it too. Like who cares? It's not their hair, it's your hair. So why even conform to what others want you to do? And not even just with hair, in life. There's a difference between taking criticism from people who know what they're talking about and people who just talk to talk. And that took me a long time to realize, because a lot of people, I feel like it has to do with like I said, my own issues, self issues that I've had, where I would just take advice from others. It may sound good, but it's not logical. It's not anything that has to do with me and my growth. So it'd always backfire on me. Like, I like having permed hair all throughout high school. I didn't have to do that. And I know a couple girls that went natural in high school, and I commend them so much, because the amount of shit they went through, the amount of bullying and all that stuff was absolutely ridiculous. Like I literally commend them for their bravery, because I could never. They went through so much just to go natural, and it's so ridiculous how much has changed within like 4 to 5 years of like being natural and stuff. Like now everyone's trying to go natural if they weren't before, and it's so crazy. Do what makes you happy, you know what I'm saying? Like don't let other people try to tell you how to be happy, because they're not you. You're you. You're the only person that knows how to be happy for yourself. Yeah, that's literally my story of why I big chopped. I feel like I was talking all over the place. Don't worry, y'all. I'm gonna get better at this recording stuff. Like, I'm gonna do better. I promise. It's like I think of it all in my head, and then I just, like, everything is out of order of what I was trying to say. But yes, thank you for tuning in. Comment, like, and subscribe. Please subscribe. Tell your friends to watch me, your family, whoever. It would be greatly appreciated. I promise I'll be better with these videos, because I feel like I just talk and I don't make sense. But yeah, okay, I'm done. Bye.